Oh, what's up? What's good? What's happening, my good people out there in the land of plenty and many? Welcome. Yeah, I am contemplating, this 2021. I've talked to people about it, and I've had these good times, I had some bad times. Lessons learned, really nothing bad. It's lessons learned. The way I look at it is when you look at 2021, you go over that year, you cannot help but go to 2020, right? Because most of the things you did in 2021 were reflections or were preparations for 2020 was preparation for 2021. It's kind of what I'm trying to say. And if you didn't learn something from 2021, then you know what? You probably need to dig a little deeper. Hey, I'm in California. This is Rashid Hill. I'm in California. Therefore, it's about 10 o'clock at night, and it's not 2022 yet. Now, if you're on the other side of the globe, or if you're on the East Coast, and it's probably past midnight, and you're enjoying your new year. Um, so I sit here and I thought about it, and I thought about all of the crypto, type things that we've been engaged in, and I said, you know what? This might be my last crypto run. This might be my last crypto video. And you probably sitting here saying, that's kind of strange. Why would Rashid do that? Especially at this juncture in the game. Right. And then I actually go live and do it. I didn't like record a video and edit it and all that kind of stuff. One, it takes probably 2-3 hours to edit and get it uploaded. So we never would have, you probably wouldn't have seen it, at the time I need you to see it. But yeah, last video. Um, but what I'm really trying to say is no matter what challenges I had, no matter what ups and downs and, the good and the bad, um, this is the last video that I'm going to do of 2021. So I just want y'all to know that if you're watching this right now and you think this is my last crypto video, that ain't happening. Might be my last fiat video, but not my last crypto video. So enjoy this while you can. Now, anyway, that's some great things happening. I just want to, I said I got to come on and just do something, for the awesome people that have been down with me, for incredible things that happened, between 2020 and 2021, amazing things that's preparing us for 2022. I've had some amazing time. I've met so many awesome people. I mean, in this one year alone, it's just elevated me to emotionally, psychologically, financially. I got my coaching license. Then I went back and, I created a new business, Next Era Learning. I mean, it's just so many awesome things that happen, me and my wife, we had opportunity to purchase another condo in the Philippines. And that was pretty cool. We refinanced our house. So anyway, it's just so many great things happen, right? So many things I'm so excited about. I'm so thankful and grateful for. But the people, my gosh, really, really great people that I've met. I could go down the list and just talk about, some exciting engagements. I'm gonna tell you one thing that I was kind of a highlight for me. Me and my partner Dexter, right? We go way back, man, way back to like 98, something like that. um it was exciting, right? He's not really into the crypto thing, but he helped me to get introduced into altcoins or something other than Bitcoin, and kind of the top 10. He really was the one that introduced me to an altcoin, and that really just took me, like, I was pulled in from there. And so back in 2016, boom, we got involved with the program, and within about 6 months, made some money. It's cool, but just crushed, man, because we couldn't get our money out. And so that was my first introduction to crypto. But then 2020 happened, right? And we get ready to do some things, and we got locked down. But guess what? By the end of 2020, people were wanting to know, what is this Bitcoin thing, right? People were coming and coming and coming. And so finally, after me studying and, actually investing and doing really well, but nobody would listen. Nobody cared. Nobody wanted to hear it. People I grew up with, on Facebook, you got your friends and family on Facebook, and they just ignored me. And so funny thing happened at the end of 2020, I had people reaching out. People were like, "Hey, Rashid, I saw your video and really, appreciate what you're doing. I think I really, want you to help me out because I've been trying some things and I've been scammed so many times. I don't know what else to do. And I saw you talking about Bitcoin and the future of it and the blockchain. And I really want to work with you." And that really stuck with me. And I said, you know what? Maybe there's some ethical, presence that's needed in this space. And knowing myself, if I'm gonna put myself out there, I'm gonna make sure it's empirical evidence. I'll make sure that information is available. I'm transparent. I'm honest. If we win, I'm right here. If we lose, I'm right here. Right. So there's just no denying that I'm gonna bring it no matter what happens. And I think that authenticity is what's missing really in this particular environment. I can go around and talk about like YouTubers, and I can talk about, people offline that are in this space. I can tell you the good, the bad. It doesn't, but it's this online marketing. When you jump into this arena, um, you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. This is not like going to a group of people and doing a presentation. It's not like going to a network marketing business, right? And you go to a hotel or something, or you go to a community center or wherever, and you're presented. And if that company fails, they don't come running after you. They don't come trying to beat your door down. They know because they didn't do the work. They know that, right? But online, oh man, this is a different ball game. You know what? I went from literally like 100 subscribers to 2,500 subscribers this past year. Some people say, "Oh, I do that in a week." Guess what? I ain't been doing this forever. You know what I'm saying? I literally have not. And so for me to hit 1,000, I was like, "Whoa!" And then hit 2,000. Whoa! So it was exciting, right? But it's all because I opened the door to cryptocurrency to people that never, ever, ever knew what this was all about. And so, absolutely, this will not be my last crypto video. So, I just wanted to have a good time with y'all. But I did want to highlight some things that I'm going to be rolling out in 2022. And so, if you're down with me, if you know anything about Rashid, then you know that 2022 is going to be lit up. Because guess what? Yes, I have $1 million plan that's rolling out next week. Got some partners. We talked. We're going to talk again January 5th or 7th, something like that. We're going to get into it because crypto is the millionaire's game, right? No matter who you are, what you do, if you can understand how to get into this space and how to navigate this space, then you will win in this space. But you have to be partnered with key people. You can't do it alone. It's so many pieces to this that you can't do it alone. I would not authorize, recognize, I would never want you to try to do it alone because it will crush you. I sit there and I watch Telegram and I listen and I see people talking on Telegram. And just last week, there was what we call a high yield, investment platform or investment program is really the term, but we call it platforms because there's nothing behind it. And they were doubling your Bitcoin in 4 days, right? And that was happening. They did it for 30 days. I'm telling you, anybody that would have really taken the opportunity to dive into that one and went serious with it from day one could have easily made $1 million in a month. But it's a hype, so you don't put that much into one, right? So after about 2 weeks, people started to dump more money into it, and then at 30 days, it shut it down. So here's what's interesting about it. Like I said, if you can't handle high yield platforms, online high yield platforms, then definitely do not get yourself in that trouble, because what happened to this one, people have seen the literally I always call it same movie, different script. People right now that's never got involved in online, business, online investments, crypto, the volatility of it, and a lot of people out there taking advantage of folks. If you don't understand that area, then you got to get with somebody that knows because it will crush you. And it just hurts my heart because so many people are hanging on to something that doesn't exist. When a company, when a platform, because it's on a website, that platform has a couple of admins or whatever, and they're typing in Telegram and trying to keep you on board. You put money in, guess what's going to happen, right? They're going to take off with the money at a point, right? And usually about 30, 35 days that they're gone. But then they go and recreate this somewhere else and they do it in different forms. And this platform that went down 2 days later, they put up, hey, look, we're having the members run the actual, right? Course Q&A, right? Here's a member support group. And they had key people in there doing that, right? But all the while, they were building another platform. So when the time was right, within 24 hours or so, hey, we're going to give you a refund if you come over here. I'm telling you, if you don't understand this, there's people in these chat rooms to this day thinking they're going to get their money back. It ain't going to happen. But the system is eating them alive because they don't understand the program. But then there's a few people in there that keeps it going because either they're part of that scam or they don't know. And it's sad. It's sad, really. So that's what I'm saying. 2021 prepared me for everything that I'm doing now. The first half of 2021 was a very tumultuous time for me and a lot of people, but I built a great team, a great community, really excited about investing online. And so we created what I call 1K per day. That was our theme, right? And I had a theme behind the theme, which a good friend of mine, Roger out of Madagascar, reminded me of, which I'm totally honor and respect him because he did remind me of why I do this. And it was something called ERC, earn, reinvest, and contribute. That's what Team Achieve is all about. Earn, reinvest, and contribute. That's what we're here for. We find a great platform, we collectively invest, we make money, then we reinvest in ourselves. We learned from all these processes. We learn from these platforms. Reinvest in our knowledge, reinvest in who we are, reinvest in our community, right? And we contribute after we start to gain more and more and more because you can get a very, very profitable experience financially if you do it right. My goal in 2022 is to create a platform, to create avenues, outlets for people to understand what is an online investment platform, what is a high yield investment program, how do I navigate, what's my risk tolerance, right? I'm already creating this program that when you hear somebody say, hey man, I can make 20% a day ROI for this particular platform with Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin, all the top 10, you're going to be like, where do I even get Litecoin? Where do I even get Bitcoin? Because you don't understand it. But you say, if I can get 10% a day, I know there's no financial institution doing that. So how do I do that? Right? Boom. Guess what? Team Achieve Rashid is going to prepare a complete package that will give you insight to how to do that. That's what 2022 is about for me. I'm not going down the path and I'm not letting other people go down a path that they're going to get ripped off ever again. No, that time is over. It's my last crypto video that allows you to be ripped off. That's what 2022 is for me. So that's why I wanted to do this video, because I want to let you know right now, I partnered with two massively incredible programs that I know, have no doubt, that are making people money, and they will continue to do that until there is no more time left There's no more reason to, or there is nobody to do it. Absolutely amazing. I'm not here to pitch any program. Not doing that today. What I'm letting you know is I'm going to create a platform with partners. We're going to have the most extensive platform that gives you the ability to navigate these waters that you are very not familiar with. I'm going to help you navigate them and profit from them. I'm going to tell you one of the biggest reasons why. There's a real popular gentleman that does a lot of videos about Hives and about different platforms and things like this. There's one platform now paying about 10% a day. Normally they'll last, a week, 2 weeks, and they're gone. Well, this one's already past 2 weeks and still paying. And normally people maybe 10,000, 5,000, and that's normally what you'll see maximum. I'm talking about some big hitters out there, but they know that these don't last. Well, in this particular platform, after 17 days, I think today is 18, that platform has people that have put in, this is crazy, over $20,000 deposited into this high yield platform. That's just like, wow, right? And so out of the top 10 people that deposited funds, I'm talking number 10 is like 7,000, which is not normal, right? But it's paying. Now look at the referral list though. This is what I want you to understand. This is why this is my last video like this, is because when I analyze these programs, I'm looking at this and under the referral list, right? I'm telling you, this space is getting crowded. On the referral list, number 3 is a guy I look at all the time. I like his videos. I like what he's doing. I mean, he's from the streets. He's a hustler, right? So this was an avenue for him. Now think about it. Back in the day, right? In the 80s, if you was on the streets and you was gangbanging and you was doing, whatever those things you were doing, the only way or the smartest way to get out was what? Rapping, right? A lot of those cats went to rapping. I don't care if they was Mexican, white, black, it didn't matter. You start rapping, you were good at it, you got off the street. You made more money doing that than you used to make. But now you don't have to run. You ain't scared no more. Well, back then you could go from doing, the illegal stuff. Now, boom, you start rapping and you go legal and making a whole lot more money. But guess what happens today? You can go from doing those illegal things and you talk to your partners, and now you can go into an online platform, drop 20 grand in it, and within a week, you got 40 grand. They're like, why do I need to go sell them things and hurt people that way when I can just do it right here? I can sit in a chair, chilling, and rake in 20 to 30,000 a week. Come on. That's what's happening today. So you got cats out there that's pitching high yield platforms, because you can find them all over the internet. They're going to pitch that to their boys, to their girls, to their whoever's out there, right? Because they not even employable because they probably got a record so long, but they pitching this stuff. And they got their boys out there that's boom, dropping big old money into it. And within a week, 2 weeks, making 60, 70, 80 grand. I see it happening in front of me, right? There's cats that do referrals, $80,000 in referrals and only put 1,500 in the platform. Come on. We know what's going on. But guess what? I ain't mad at you because it doesn't matter. The platform itself is probably not really legit in the first place. So somebody's out there doing whatever they're doing to put money in their own pocket. They're offering 10% a day for you to help crowdsource. If you're good at it, you make a whole lot of money. If you're not so good at it, you still make good money, right? But you're more susceptible to losing money because you're not as good at it. But when you've been on the streets and you got some groupies and now you jump online, instead of having to rap, all you have to do is rap on that mic and get people to put money into these platforms. And now you're making $80,000 in 18 days. That's what's going on, right? So like I said, I'm not mad at them. I'm not bashing nobody. I'm not tripping on nobody. I'm saying this is not how I do business, but I respect the hustle. But what I'm going to do is help to create a platform that people can analyze before they go into any platform to reduce the risk of losing. That's all I can do. I can't eliminate it, but I can reduce it because I have access to pretty much all of these things. But I don't want to be the one selling those waterfalls. It's just not something I want to do. All right. So 2022, we're not going to chase our dreams. We're going to create our dreams. So join me for plan B. That's how we do it. Bam. Plan B. That's how we're going to get down. And if you don't know, now you know. And plan B is not Bitcoin. It should be plan C for playing crypto. I'm just having a good time with y'all. Hey, Sean, what's happening, man? Hey, yes. I am thinking your comment is based upon creating that platform, creating a way for you to understand what's out there, what's the risk tolerance, what's the risk, how to mitigate the risk. How do we navigate these waters and so we don't lose anymore? If that's what you're referring to, then yes, that's somebody's got to do it. This is tough. This is tough, right? A lot of high yield platforms, high yield monitors that they call them, they publish this information, but they're not helping. They're not helping anybody, win or lose. Now there's something called insurance. If some of you've been out there, in these platforms, there is insurance, absolutely, and that's something that I want to be able to offer as well. And so that'll be part of the platform. Is talking with some of these promoters and saying, "Hey, look, guys, you bringing in, you know, thousands. I'm talking tens of thousands off of these people that are following you. Why not, pitch an insurance policy for them?" I think it makes sense, right? If somebody's bringing, I mean, come on, 80,000. Can you understand? He's not even the top guy in that platform. That's what's crazy. So that's the kind of thing that I'm like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Take if you're earning 80,000 off the people that follow your message, why not take, 10,000 and put it into an insurance form? Great, great. Hey, what's going on, guys? That's what I think is legit. I think that's fair, right? And so I'm looking at doing some things like that. And like I said, if you subscribe to my channel and you go back and look at some things, I mean, on most of those things that I used to, promote, like I said, the high yield platforms and a lot of that stuff, I did really well, and I got a big community because of that. But the interesting thing is, I got to a point where you'll have these ebbs and flows, as they call it, right? Things will go up really good, and then you'll hit 3 or 4 platforms that are just, they won't do anything. They won't follow the script. Like everything you learn is out the window because they just nothing. What's going on, Timmy? So those are the kind of things that we are all faced with. Some things work as they should, and we have a pattern we can follow, and I can show you how to mitigate the risk in a certain strategy that I've used. And I can honestly tell you that when I didn't use my strategy, I lost big. I lost big. Oh my gosh. Trucking along, things were going great. And then shiny object, I can't sit here and lie. I was doing one thing, and then I decided to look over there. And when I did, got me, sucked me right on in. What can I say? I'm human. It happened, right? Because I had a different thing in mind that I was pursuing. If I would have kept going the way I was going, it would have taken the time that I had basically put out there. And yeah, something over here says, oh, you can do this in 20 days versus 50 days. Oh my gosh, let me jump over here. And it crushed me, right? So I said, you know what? Done. We're going to do this right. We're going to do this right. All right. So before I go, and believe me, like I said, I'm not pitching nothing to nobody tonight. 2022 is your year, is my year. All I'm going to say is, look, reach for the stars. And if you don't reach the stars, boom, you'll fall around the moon. We're all good. We're all good, right? The stars, that's the million. The moon, that's about 500,000. We can make that happen. Why? Because I already got a plan for it. I was watching a video earlier today, and it was saying millionaire maker. And I was like, that's funny because that's something that I've been working on, right? I've been speaking how I'm going to create millionaires in 2022. Wrote it down, analyze programs, creating programs, got online, organizations that I'm partnered with already. Like I just need to I just got to finish it up and go for it. Like what have I been doing? I've been taking my eye off the prize and pivoting towards the shiny object. Now, no, got to stop that, right? It's a new year, it's a new opportunity, right? We're blessed to even know, think, realize that we are off track, get back on track, right? And so I know that I'm not the only person that is really looking forward to just shifting a little bit. I used to listen to Tony Robbins, and he would talk about, you know, if you you can have the right strategy, but you could be going the wrong direction. I mean, when he broke it all down, but it's like, yo, that's like it's like being in the right lane, but you're not able to move. You get it? You can see the prize. You know that's the right thing. But for some reason, you don't have mobility because you need other provisions. So there's always, what is that thing? Like, what is that stimulus? What's going to move you forward? Right? Those are the type of things that we have to recalibrate and get ourselves back in motion towards the right thing, get in the right lane, move the right direction so that we won't waste more time because our lives are built for becoming amazing and release that greatness. Release that greatness because that's who we are. We're created to be the absolute best of creation. So now we need to actually act like it. It's a beautiful thing. So anyway, this is my last crypto video about those bad, negative things that's going to rip you apart. And I'm going to figure out how to create this really great platform to help people reduce or mitigate that risk. But hey, if you want to play in that pool, I get it. A lot of us are out there. We've been struggling a long time. There is a space that will open up those doors, and as long as you do it right, then you can make it happen. I'm gonna tell you, I have a plan right now that will do something that is very, very close to exactly that, like what I'm telling you. And I'm gonna give you a quick example of what I'm talking about. Can't give you everything, but I'm gonna give you an example, right? A little example of what I've been working on, just so you know. And this is this is just one piece of the puzzle. Um, the extremely simple right now plan. Why? I ain't got no more time to waste. 3 steps, 3K per day in 30 days. That's I already talked to my folks. We already did a little scrub. And guess what? We're gonna get it back together. We're gonna go ahead and walk through this plan and we're gonna commit. I've been knowing how to do it. Got platforms that'll work for me. But accountability. Accountability was the missing piece. If you don't know, I'm a certified strategic intervention coach, which is kind of an advanced life coach of sorts. And I help people, right, find their greatness. I help people go from where they are to where they want to be. That's what I do. But guess what? I forgot about doing that for myself. So this is why I created the extremely simple right now plan. No more time to waste. 3 steps to 3K per day. And we're going to learn how to do that in 30 days. Cool? Good to go? Okay. All right. I'll see you in a minute. So Bye. Don't sleep yet. Okay. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to shut it down. It's about 11. So yeah, get the kids to bed. You know how we do. But thank you all for hanging with me for a little bit. So the plan is going to have to wait January 5th or January 5th, 7th. So I'm going to push it out on the 7th. I think the 5th is like a Wednesday or something. So I'm going to press and we're going to do that on the 7th, like that Friday or Saturday, I think. But I'm meeting with, like I said, a close group of folks. I'm going to document the journey. And so I want you all to know that I'm quite serious about what I'm doing. And really, like I said, I got some key people that are on this, riding this wave with me. And I can only appreciate those guys because, man, we've been in this thing for a while, but it's about to go down, like for real, for real. So I don't want anybody to think that Rashid is giving up on the crypto. Never, never, never. That's not how we do. But what we do is make sure that when I say you are so close to achieving your dream, then that's what I mean. Because you are so close. And when I first thought about this, I was like, you're this close. You're an arm's length away from your success. Don't quit. Don't let that be your legacy because you are created to be great. Now it's time to unleash that greatness. And so the world will know who you are. So I'm going to leave you with this. Like I said, there's something that you must remember. If you don't remember nothing else, here's what you must remember. Don't chase your dream. Create your dream. Everybody needs a plan B. What is your plan B? All right. This is what we do. Get in touch with me. Hit me on Telegram. That's the best way to reach me. And I will definitely be posting up my my plan. So, but I gotta bounce now. But yeah, hit me on Telegram, Rashid BX. Hit me up on Telegram. I'll talk to you about the plan. There's $1 million plan. Like I said, there's 3 programs that are vetted, 3 programs that's paying. We just had a guy 2 days ago that dropped 50K in that plan, and we just got a report from the CEO of that particular platform, and he was having lunch. I think it was a lunch meeting with his top 2 depositors. I'll just say it like that. That within a little bit over 40 days, 42 days, I think it is, they have built groups that have deposited over $1 million into that platform because they believe in it. Like, that's what I'm dealing with right now. This is the real deal. And I said, let me sit back, let me do some things and sort some things out. And I'm like, okay, well, in this platform, 10K buy-in, we get you to the $1 million plan. 10K buy-in get you to the $1 million plan. That's one part of it. There's 3 parts, right? And so let me tell you this real quick. So you'll understand when I say the $1 million plan, you understand that I'm not tripping. Like, the numbers are the numbers, and I have actual steps to get there. To get to $1 million, think about this. All you need is 3 programs at 30 and bringing in 30K a piece. But then you say, well, how do I get to 30K a piece, right? Because you feel like, oh my gosh, I got to have $500,000 to get to 30K. No, you don't. No, you don't. 10K will help you to speed up that process. And that's why I say it's a 10K buy-in for this one program. And there's 2 others, right? And I just happen to already be in the programs. So I'm just basically increasing based upon profits that I earn from the program. And that's the recycling effect that I'm going to be talking about throughout January, because it's January. That's why I said 30 days, right? 3 steps, 3K a day, 30 days. I'm only talking about it 30 days. After that, if you're not rolling, I mean, of course, we're still here. We're going to get to that $1 million, and I'm going to be happy to work with you all the way to the end. But I know, because I want you to have the flexibility to pick and choose what you want to do, right? So that's the thing, is we're going to work this thing, and boom, full speed ahead, full speed ahead. This is our time, 2022. It's all good, because you know what? No matter what you're doing for your primary occupation, your primary income, your primary, hustle, you always want a plan B. Peace. And I'll see you on the good side. All right, y'all take care. Until then.